Jenkins up front with McGovern, who returns to the lineup. Round 22 action from the Adelaide Oval. Has always been a ruckman that can get forward and kick the odd goal. Greenwood out of the middle to Jacobs, and they've worked that well. Seedsman full tilt, so there's plenty on the kick. Outnumbered again, though, although it's a free kick.
Gee, just unnecessary there.
Defender's been getting away with a bit recently.
Jenkins trots in and makes sure of it and kicks Adelaide's first. Maybe that'll gee him up a bit. Donald, who signed a 3-year extension over the last few days. Brown, back inside 50. McGovern was coming with a rush, but in the end it didn't matter because he had a teammate in front of him and Greenwood can have a shot.
If he can have a good pre-season and get his running power up, that'll be a big advantage for him.
And as we said, he's capable in front of the big sticks and he puts that right through. Adelaide second on the board. Handball. Flicked out by Douglas even further. Rush kick in. Dude to Jenkins. Right spot, right time.
Miller were very impressive then, wasn't he? There we go, we've played on.
And Gibbs should kick a goal and does. A little too easy if you're a North fan, but a fine goal. Because Eddie's on the move. He's trying to spin and get involved in this stoppage. Crouch feeds it back to Lynch. He did have Betts as an option, but O'Reilly not almost. Yes, in the end. He got a lot of latitude. Okay, Goldstein with the tap. Gibbs, there's the entry. Equal numbers at the ball. And a free kick goes to Jenkins. So Jenkins eyeing off another goal. Kick 1-1 so far. Oh, it's only just got in.
He likes putting him close to the post.
He does.
He looks all right back there, Kingy.
He does.
Chip to Clark, and then Jamont. Faulty handball. Gallucci off the outside of the right boot. There was a lot to do. Too much for Scott Thompson. To the mid-drift. So McGovern back in the team today and slots that one comfortably. 4 in a row for Adelaide. Covering plenty of territory. Prepared to take the tough kick into the middle. The target was reasonable in weight, but once it missed, there was crows everywhere. Jenkins, Lynch, tight kick required, no mark, mad scramble. McMillan's hands were faulty, and that allows McKay to get a go at it. Cunnington tries to clean up Zeeble, straight into a brick wall, and Gallucci pounced. They reckon it's touched. It's given a goal.
In the clearance game, see this.
Oh, Seedsman!
He got up.
That would have been a cracker and most unexpected.
Just kept going up.
Oh, and up and up and up. One of the best misses of the year.
Did he touch it?
Oh.
Yes.
Magic.
It went through the hands. Oh, trying to get Kangaroo defenders on the charge.
Well, Williams was blocked, which means that he would have been on the move, but Greenwood went on his own steam instead, and he celebrates the first of the third. Otten, and now McKay can travel with footy in hand through one bounce, and then a low ball for the presenting Knight. On the turn through the middle is Laird. Ready to go again. Miller runs from behind. He goes to Atkins instead. They can extend the width all the way out to the wing here. Crouch. Atkins with a bounce and a beautiful delivery onto the chest of Tommy Lynch. So he's a pretty reliable man, Tom Lynch. 14 goals, 7 coming in today. Highly skilled player. Doesn't often make mistakes, and there certainly isn't one there. Douglas, Crouch, mesmerising hands from the Crows. They've got it started in deep defence, and now Betts has them on the move. Greenwood takes the mark, scoping out through the middle. There's some options for him. He sees them now. Brings it into the middle, short with Laird. And now the running hands again. McKay first, then Gibbs, then Crouch, then McKay. A further work along for Gallucci. Has been good today. Perfectly weighted for Lynch. Outstanding passage of play. Just needs one more touch, and it got there. Barely. Played the first 8 games of the season for 13 goals. Got injured late in the first showdown. Came back in rounds 18 and 19. Hurt himself again against Melbourne. He's back today and putting that one through. He had to react, and he does. The stiff arm and then the quick handball. Duday corner, didn't completely get out. Now crunch. Oh, and he saw too from Anderson. They both come up a little worse for wear, but Duday is the one in pain as it's placed for Simpkin.
You'd remember he had a big concussion against Brisbane probably 4 or 5 weeks ago. They both committed their bodies.
Adelaide without a goal in the final term. Oh, but they've got an opportunity here. Jenkins given all sorts of luxuries there, and he is a big kick, so he'll probably use the 30 seconds. Kicked a bag of 5 back in round 2 against the Tigers. 3's his best since then. He had 3 last week. He can be 3 today if he can get onto this one. He's got it covered. That's going to make it hard for the Kangaroos. Handball from Cunnington was just with hope more than anything. The steadiness provided by Miller. It's still there, or it was. It might be gone now. Laird to Jacobs to Lynch. He takes it. Jenkins wants it deep. Gallucci short. He goes for Jenkins, but Madjak's going to give them a chance.
Why didn't he go to Gallucci there? It was right in front of him. That's Lynch's bread and butter.
Inexplicable. Kelly, though, it's handed back to him, and is that 50?
Well done.
No, it's not.
Gee, that's had to be close, didn't it?
40 seconds, and they shouldn't lose it from here.
Take your shot at goal. Come back, pretend you take your shot,
he
run
can.
30 seconds off the clock, and it's game over, I'm sure.
He's a big kick, so he can rightfully say that he can kick it.
He'll be aware of this.
Well, the umpire not buying that.
How can he do that?
Well, he takes the kick to the top of the score. The ace in the pack was none other than Eddie Betts. What a mark, what a time, what a man.
Huge.
Eduardo.
Mark of the year.
Hadn't kicked the goal, hadn't kicked the point.
Stand up if you're not standing. But they are.
The entertainer.
On the siren. They'll go home happy. There's no finals for Adelaide this year. But they get a stirring win that came with a big fright. Finished with a magnificent mark.
On his mate sauce. Don't mind if I use your back sauce.
Haven't we seen some big marks? I think the fact that he elevated himself, got the legs right up, made it look even better than it was, but we'll take it.
Big mark. Huge mark. Tough win in the end. Kangaroos, I think, will rue the fact that they've allowed Crouch and Laird and Sloan to do as they please. Bryce Gibbs roamed around by himself for the large part of the day, and they paid a price on the scoreboard. It's a disappointing finish at the end of the year, the Kangaroos, losing the last 2 in the same sorts of ways. But a strong win to the Crows in the end.